Baby's brother, who's also the CEO of Cash Money Records, Birdman, that's Baby. That's my uncle's. I met him when I was younger, and they took me and his family. Basically, you know, Slim was part of raising me. You know what I'm saying? He was very much a part of my childhood. So I was actually blessed to like go to different meetings and be in the studio and see history be made prior to Cash Money signing a monumental deal in like 1999, right around that time. They signed for $30 million. So I probably was in the studio since like 1994, 93. And I got to really see the process of how it goes as far as artists and labels, basically transitioning into being nationwide and taking their sounds global. And I got to see the hard work from the start. And so I actually, you know, some people would get those blessings and sit there and be happy to be there and just get caught up in the moment. I was always the sponge in the corner that was studying, and I was seeing what my uncles did right and actually what they did, you know, that they could have done better, which they'll still say to this day. So I look at myself as a product of that. And a lot of people don't know. They look at it like, oh, Wayne and Mack, you know, they've been great friends since they were like kids, 5 years old and stuff. We're from the same neighborhood, Holly Grove, and in the uptown New Orleans area. I'm pretty sure a few of y'all should be familiar with that, being in New Orleans for a minute, even if you're not from there. But a lot of people think, oh, he got his position because of that. Nah, like the story, just a funny story, a crazy story. You guys know anything about Cortez Bryant, who's my partner, and Devin Diaz. She went to school down the street from you all at Tulane. She graduated from Tulane. That's my other partner. And we all went to a school called Mack Maine. So it was myself, Currency, Wayne, Cortez Bryant. We all went to a school called Mack Maine. My name's Mack Maine. Everybody in the city thought I named myself after the school. But my real name's Jermaine. Maine's my nickname, and the Mack came from my friends. So basically, if you know anything about Mack Maine, you can't be a slouch academically getting in there. And eventually I left there and I went to St. Aug, which if you've been, you know, you all should have been in New Orleans for a few, you know, that's a prestigious school also. And then I got a full scholarship ride over to Xavier University, and my major was chemistry pre-med. And I didn't graduate, so I definitely commend you guys for hanging in there. My passion by then started to be with music. But basically my story around that time was I left school and I went on a road with my uncles. They had signed that monumental deal, like I told you. And I was like, yo, I want to do that. I want to do music. At the time, I was like, I can come back, you know, to school. So I went out there and I put myself through school in music. And at the time, I told my uncle, yo, I need to get paid. I can't just be on the road. So my job at the time was, you know, to vacuum the tour bus, wipe down the freaking counters, and take out the trash. So a lot of people don't know that the whole thing, my whole goal at the time and my strategy was to get around and get in the building of where I wanted to be. And a lot of people don't know that sometimes you have to go in the entry level to work your way up to the top floor. But the main thing is to make sure that you get in the building. So I steadily was studying. I was steadily going to meetings. I was like the only one that was going to meetings with my uncles, like as far as at my age at that time, 18, 19 years old. And I always say I'm a product of that. So I always tell that story to people to let them know, like, never give up. No matter where you have to get in the building, that get in and make sure you work your way up.